One of the most important questions that a high-achieving woman can ask is not simply, am I succeeding? But also, what is success costing me? Because success can look impressive on the outside while becoming increasingly expensive on the inside. A woman may be accomplished, respected, visible, and trusted. She may be doing very well by conventional standards. And still, she may sense that something is not right. She may feel that the cost of maintaining her level of performance, responsibility, or visibility has become too high. Not because she is incapable, but because success, when built on the wrong pattern, the wrong foundation, eventually asks for too much. In this video, I want to talk about what happens when success starts to cost too much. Why high-achieving women often miss this moment for longer than they should, and why recognizing it clearly can become the beginning of a much wiser chapter. When I say that success may be costing too much, I do not only mean money, effort, time, or long hours. I mean the hidden costs, the costs that accumulate slowly over time. It may be costing a woman peace. It may be costing a woman her rest. It may be costing her emotional spaciousness. It may be costing her health. It may be costing her presence in important relationships. It may be costing her creativity, joy, or sense of inner steadiness. It may also be costing her something harder, more difficult to name. The feeling that she is fully living from alignment rather than constantly managing pressure. This matters because many women are taught to evaluate success primarily by outcomes, titles, visibility, income, or recognition. And those things do matter, but if the internal cost becomes too high, then the woman is not simply succeeding. She is paying. And that distinction matters. One reason why so many high-achieving women miss this moment is that they are very good at functioning. They are disciplined, they are capable, they know how to keep going, they know how to keep performing under pressure. They know how to be responsible even when they are tired. And because they are still functioning, they may assume that basically everything is fine. They may think, this is just what success requires, or this is just a busy season, or I can handle it. And perhaps they can handle it, but that is not the only question. The real question is whether what they are handling is wise, sustainable, and worthy of the life that they are building. Many high-achieving women stay in costly patterns for far too long because competence allows them to survive them. But survival is not the same as health. And Endurance is not the same as alignment. So how can a woman tell when success is starting to cost too much? There are often signs, not always dramatic ones, but always meaningful ones. She may feel constantly responsible, even if she is technically off. She may feel mentally full all the time. She may feel that rest no longer feels restorative because her system rarely truly feels settled or rested. She may feel less joy in things that she once cared about. She may become efficient but less emotionally spacious. Highly productive but inwardly tired. Visible but not fully supported. Accomplished but not at peace. She may notice that her relationships get less of the best of her, or that her body is sending signals that she keeps postponing dealing with, or that she feels increasingly disconnected from herself while continuing to meet expectations. These are not small signs. These are forms of information. And wise women learn to listen before the costs get even higher. There are many reasons why women tolerate costly success for longer than they should. Sometimes it's because the success is real and they don't want to lose that which they have built. Sometimes it is because slowing down feels risky. Sometimes it is because they've worked so hard to reach a certain level that questioning the cost feels disloyal to the effort it took to get there. Sometimes it is because no one around them is asking a better question. Everyone is praising her outcome. So the woman keeps ignoring the internal price. And sometimes it is because high-achieving women are so accustomed to managing difficult things and doing it so well that they don't immediately recognize when that management has turned into chronic self-abandonment. That is an important distinction because a woman can be deeply disciplined and still be living inside a form of success that is asking too much of her. So what needs to change when success starts costing too much? A woman needs to start to evaluate success not only by what it is producing, but also by what it requires of her. She must ask, is this version of success strengthening my life or steadily draining it? Is the structure around me sustainable or am I compensating for too much? Am I building something that supports me or something that depends on my overextension? What would a wiser version of success look like now? These are powerful questions because they move a woman from passive endurance to active discernment. The goal is not to become less ambitious. The goal is not to stop achieving. The goal is to stop confusing impressive outcomes with sustainable success. A high-achieving woman deserves a life where success is not constantly extracted from her at an unhealthy price. So I want to leave you with a few questions. What is your current version of success asking of you? What is it giving back? Where are you achieving in ways that look strong externally, but feel costly internally? Where have you accepted pressure, depletion, and chronic strain as the normal price of being successful? And what might become possible if you allowed yourself to define success more wisely, especially more wisely now than you did in an earlier season of your life? These are not small questions. They shape the quality of a woman's life, leadership, and future. A great deal of my work is devoted to helping high-achieving women think more clearly about exactly these kinds of questions. Not because ambition is the problem, not because success is the problem, but because many exceptional women are living inside forms of success that are no longer wise for the chapter they are in now. If you are a woman who is accomplished, capable, and ready for a more supported, more strategic, and less costly way to succeed, this conversation is for you. I'm Dr. Martha Greidick, and I'll be sharing more in this series for high-achieving women who are ready for a more supported, more strategic, and less costly path to success. Success should not require a woman to quietly disappear in the life that she worked so very hard to build. And sometimes wisdom begins when she finally asks what that success is costing her.